Hey friends, greetings from southern Spain. I can still not believe I'm talking to you from here. It feels so surreal to be down here with Jalapeno. The whole van life thing still feels pretty surreal. As some of you might have seen in my last video, I cancelled my apartment in Germany and moved into the van full time. And my brother decided to come down with me for Jalapeno's very first trip of 2,300 kilometers down to Spain, which is where I grew up. And it was quite an adventure itself, as it was the first time that I was really spending several days in the van, and I could get used to all the little things that van life is blessed with, such as visiting small amazing stops on the day, experiencing beautiful sunsets, and getting used to cooking on the road. But, I mean, it obviously wasn't all optimal. If you know Jalapeno, you probably know that he has some special traits, like when the heater in the front stopped working for some reason and we had to drive down a lot of kilometers without a heater in Germany. It was freezing cold, and we had to stop to cook up some warm beverages and fill water bottles because it was just too cold to drive without a heater. Or that one very stormy night, which proved once again that my insulation is just as bad as I thought it was, because the air was coming in through the roof and I was waking up at least every hour from that. But I'm here now, and I'm in the van. And I was thinking of taking you guys with me to show you what it feels like to move into a van when you haven't really done van life before, and all the things I'm going to encounter over the next weeks and months. So if you're interested, stick along. Good morning, friends. I still love waking up to this every morning. I still can't really believe I'm sleeping in the van. At the moment, I'm still figuring out how I sleep best in this bed, and I've been trying out sleeping in diagonal positions or horizontally, and it's still a journey, but I sleep well every night. It's fine. It's just I need to find the optimal spot. And right now I have a little cave put up here because I still don't have blinds, so the light comes in here in the morning, which I don't really mind because I really love the sunlight and I love waking up with it. But when I park near a source of light, like artificial light, then it bothers me. And then that's when I put my pillows up here so I can just sleep. So before moving into the van, I didn't think about the fact that I might have to borrow a lot of stuff from people, and maybe not even family members, but when you're traveling strangers, because having to pack these things together for Christmas, wanting to, maybe borrow stuff from my family to pack it. And it has happened to me before in my journey that I had to borrow stuff tools from people, because I can't keep it on the long run in the van. And I think that is a really interesting aspect of van life because it makes you go out of your comfort zone, at least for me, and ask strangers for help or things you might want to borrow 1 second. And maybe sometimes it's not even material stuff that you give back, but maybe taking their electricity or their water or parking up on their property. So I think this is something about van life that until now I really enjoy, because it makes me meet new people and maybe also deal with certain things like rejections when somebody says no to something, which for me is very hard sometimes. But I think this is definitely one of the things of van life that can enrich my life on the long run, because it makes me do things that I would otherwise not do. Okay, I just woke up to my water pump pumping, and I didn't use my water, which means something is leaking again in this van. I'll just go check tomorrow morning. This is never ending. Good morning, friends. This is my very first sunrise from Jalapeno. And I can watch it right from my window in my bed.
and ease when the mind is calm and clear.
Yep, another leak. I think I'm starting to understand something else about van life. So previously to moving into the bus, I talked to some van lifers sometimes and I was like, wow, it's so cool. You can always be out in nature. You can always be like off civilization and be on your own. And I'm starting to understand why they laughed when I asked that. Things, at least in this bus, keep breaking all the time. Or like you need to refill stuff or get rid of stuff. And most of those things have to be done in civilization. So in the area I'm right now, for instance, it's very touristy, which means if I want to go out to nature, I need to drive at least an hour or something. And it's not worth it if I have to be back the next day or next morning pretty soon to go fix some stuff or do some stuff. Which means I can totally understand why people don't drive out to nature all the time on their travels. And that was a misconception I had. Maybe it's just me, but I really thought people like living in vans could like spend so much time in nature. And I mean, of course, if I plan it, I can, but not like in a daily life. I feel like that was a misconception of mine. So yeah, friends, I think that's what I'm going to be doing today, fixing my water and preventing it from soaking my entire wood. And knowing how things work in this van, it's probably going to take me the entire day or tomorrow too, because for some reason, things take forever when I have to fix or do something, because things come in between all the time. But yeah, that's the plan for today, and I will probably catch you guys in the next video.